Your Body Studio, and today I'm going to be sharing with you some Pilates basics. Okay, so we are going to get down onto the floor, but first, what I want to share with you is hips, knees, toes. So when I say hips, knees, toes, that means that you're going to be in alignment from your bone out of your hips here, not this part here. Okay, so we're going to work on a pelvic tilt. So the first thing is, when you're on the floor, I'm going to repeat all of this, but I want you to see it when I'm standing. Okay, so your rectum, I just want you to squeeze your rectum and release. And squeeze and release. So not your bum. Your bum is not moving. This is deeper than that. It's your rectum, and I want you to notice the left and the right side and see if you can get both sides. Okay, so I'm doing that right now. Okay, so let that go. Then I want you to focus on your pelvic floor. So you're going to pull up from your pelvic floor. So pubic bone to belly button. Again, see, there's no movement. It's deep and it's really internal. So it's like, that Kegel in that sense. So relaxing your legs and pulling up. And see, think about sucking a sausage up. Sorry, these are some of the analogies that help my class. So squeeze the sausage and then suck it up, suck it up, suck it up, all the way up so it comes up to your belly button, and then let it go. Now you might find you feel some tenderness, some bruising in your back, and that's okay because we're just activating those muscles. So the other thing I want to talk about is this internal rotation. So it's not like we're turning our legs like this. Your femurs are internally rotating. So you're going to feel that opening of your back. All right, so then when we do our pelvic tilt, we squeeze through the rectum, we squeeze the pelvic floor up, and then we pull our pubic bone up to our belly button, and our lower back presses into the floor, and then we lengthen. And then we press it in and lengthen. Okay? In and lengthen. So get yourself a band and a mat. And I'm just going to scoot over there and get my band, and then I'm going to meet you on the floor. Alrighty? Okay. So, we're going to come down onto the floor like so. Let's see if I can get a little closer. Alright, so hips, knees, toes away. Okay, in alignment, laying on the floor. And just in this position here, squeeze through the rectum and relax. So make sure you're not pressing into your legs, you're not pressing into your butt, okay? And feel around that rectum. If you need to close your eyes, squeeze it, and I want you to start to feel it come around your tailbone and into the lower back. Now this might take some time, okay? And then you're going to relax. Then you're going to squeeze a pelvic floor. So Kegel, pulling that pubic bone in and up, feeling like your hip bones here are squeezing in together, and then release. So it may take you a while and just hang out in this space before you really start to feel it. And you know what? If you don't feel it, just continue on with what I'm doing and keep practicing, and eventually it'll all come together. So you're going to squeeze through the rectum, squeeze through the pelvic floor, and you're going to push your back in and then lengthen. And push in and lengthen. Now, no bum, no bum. Pull in and lengthen. Okay, in. So we're just learning how to use our abdominal muscles here. So we're pulling our pubic bone to our ribs and lengthen. Now we're going to do a roll up, which means you're going to take one vertebrae at a time, and you're going to roll all the way up. Inhale at the top. Make sure your knees don't flare out. Press into your inside edges of your feet. Inhale. And as you exhale, slowly one vertebrae at a time, rolling down. Now, if you find some flat spots in your back, open your legs wider. Squeeze through the rectum, pelvic floor. Engage the pubic bone to the ribs, slowly rolling up, one vertebrae at a time, all the way up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, drop the ribs, and rolling down one vertebrae at a time. So, bringing the legs in closer makes this more difficult, and what you're really trying to do is get into that spine of rolling one vertebrae vertebrae at a time. Good. Then I just want you to bridge up and down, and bridge up and down. Now, as you bridge, notice your legs here. So internally rotate those femurs. Make sure your knees are not flaring. And you're lifting straight up, and now you're going to hold. So press your heels into the floor and pull them towards you. Big toe knuckles, nice and long through here. Holding up through here. Perfect. And then feel, squeeze through that rectum, squeeze through that pelvic floor. This is work. This is work. Now, if you can, extend your left leg and just notice your hips drop. Can you keep them level? And then switch sides. And if you're not here yet, that's fine. And then coming down, and then come all the way down. Bring your knees into your chest and take a nice rock side to side. Okay, legs come to tabletop. Tabletop looks like if you put a drink on here, it's not going to fall down, okay? It's flat. Now, if your legs are away from you, you have to work your core more. If your legs are closer to you, it's easier. But what I want you to do is have them knees directly over your hips. Chin to chest, soften your ribs, and from here, think of your tailbones pushing to the end of your mat, and you're going to pelvic tilt and release. So squeeze through the rectum, pelvic floor, in and lengthen. In and lengthen. Whew. In. So you're pressing your lower back into the floor. In and lengthen. And if this is too much, put your feet down. In and out. Now, you're going to hold a nice strong core without your back pressing, but don't let it arch. So it's a sturdy neutral like you're doing a plank. Then you're slowly going to lower from your hip, and you're going to come back up. And slowly lower on the other side without any of this changing, and come back up. Come down slowly, and up, and down slowly. Now, if this feels easy, you're not doing it correctly. So I've been doing Pilates since 1997. It really is a mind-body connection. So if you're just bringing your leg down, it's easy. You have to really control through the core and pull back up and control through the core and come back up. So you should feel that work. That is enough side to side. So the thing about Pilates is we never do many of them, but we do them right. Okay, so let's just take a nice spinal twist. You can just drop your legs over, take a nice twist, whatever that means for you. And then over to the other side. Good. Nice twist through here. And come back to center. So now we're going to roll ourselves up. Gosh, I'm very white in this photo, sorry. Okay, looking at that lighting, it's a little bright. So we're going to hold up here, and the same thing here, we're going to do a pelvic tilt, and we're going to roll back up. So make sure there's no tension in the legs. So when people start doing Pilates, they tend to grip with their legs. There's no gripping here. So we're going to come down slowly, and up. Okay, and down slowly. So we're pulling our ribs and our hips together, and up, and down. Now it should be on fire. No gripping in your legs, no gripping in your hips. Down slowly, and up. So I just want to kind of show you where you can go from here. So you can take a band, put it around your legs, lengthen, and all the things that we just talked about, you relax your legs, you squeeze up through the rectum, squeeze up through the pelvic floor, and you slowly begin to lower yourself down, all the way down. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest, and rolling up one vertebrae the time pulling that belly in. So what I see a lot of the times is, I'm just going to take the band away, is this happens, and then that, and then you come up, and you do this. Okay, so now that's just all hip flexors, so you're not training your core. So if you notice that's happening, what you're doing is you just keep repeating and repeating to strengthen a bad habit. So the further your legs are away, the easier it is. The closer your legs, the more difficult. The band makes it easier. No band makes it harder. Okay, so you decide any of those things. You want to roll down. Now, if there's a spot where you feel like you're going to collapse, stop at that spot and just roll again. Hold the band or not. Roll and focus on using your core, not your hips. So rolling through the core. Up, down slowly. Up, and down slowly. Now, if you haven't picked up the basics from what we just started, then don't even worry about doing that yet. We build up to that. Anyway, I hope that has given you some great basics to start building your foundation. I started teaching Pilates in 1997. When I first started teaching, I really didn't get it. But over the years, very shortly afterwards, I really started to understand how this core, when we get this nice and strong, it really helps with our whole entire body, and our arms and our legs become weights. So take the time, have patience. It's a journey to really learn how to connect with these core muscles in here. All right, everybody, have a great day.